Good morning. Morning. How are we all doing? How's it all going? I nearly made a horrific error. I started the stream and then realised I hadn't plugged in my tablet. Which, as we're well aware, if I unplug it during a stream, crashes the stream. Seems to be okay turning it on though, so that's good. I don't want to. I mean, we don't want no crashing streams. I don't know why we got this again. I deleted this. I got rid of that. I never saved it. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, do you know I'm having this problem again? This room is too bright. This room is too bright for me to see the screen. God damn it. Oh, I am at maximum. I'm at maximum brightness as well. Right. There's that. There's that. Weirdly, this music today feels really loud, yet I've got everything set to really quiet. I can't win with Spotify. I cannot win. You want a 15-minute sketch. Okay, right, let's, before we do all this, let's grab... Does that help at all? There we go. Person sleeping peacefully. Person sleeping peacefully. I have no visual record for that in my mind. I never... I never sleep peacefully. Ever. What is going on with... Have you crashed? Have you crashed on me, Critter? No. No, you're working there. There. Okay, there we go. Right. Alright, a person sleeping peacefully. Title not no, you can't add things. You've already the only thing you've requested is a person sleeping peacefully. You can't add things on afterwards. That's not doable. Can I make this interesting? Can I make this interesting? Oh, wait, hang on. I'm not doing anything with this yet. YouTube. Right, go there, go there, sweet. Right, sweet. Okay, chats. I forgot to turn off chat. Chat is now turned off. I was supposed to be on a stream last night, but the stream got cancelled due to illness. Not on my part at all. But yes, the stream got cancelled, so I took the opportunity to watch one of the things that Amazon recommended to me. Not the things that Netflix recommended to me, because I don't feel like Netflix knows who I am. Based on what they recommended to me, I don't feel like they haven't even had a cursory glance at my watch history. But I watched the new Shark movie, which I think's called. Is it called No Way Up? Oh no, I don't know. What's the new Shark movie called? What was the name of this movie? Oh, and because I got all the way to the end, it's not even on my things you've watched to watch again. Wait, there we go. Okay, yeah, sorry, no, it is. It's called No Way Up. It's called No Way Up, and it's a shark movie. It's a shark movie, and it's not very good. It's not very good. What I would say is it was better than Under Paris, which was the other shark movie that we watched recently. It was better than Under Paris, but when I say better, I mean by the merest sliver, it was better. And you know what? The more I think about it, I might even change my mind on that. I don't really recommend anyone wasting their time on it. The movie was very half-baked. It was a very half-baked movie. I don't know if anyone really thought about it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe people will think this is a bit conspiratorial, but I really do feel like there are a lot of movies that are made just to like hide money. or get rid of money. I don't think that's conspiratorial at all, because we know, like, I mean, on like very small scale, like people like Sony do it, don't they? When they were trying to retain the rights for Spider-Man, the reason they kept on like throwing out movies that they didn't really care about was because they wanted to retain the movie rights to Spider-Man. But they had to use the right. It was a use or lose the rights thing. And then sometimes I just think, like, some people need to just like lose some money. I don't know why they need to lose the money. Like, I don't, you don't necessarily want to say like money laundering, but I've said it now. So, people need money to go somewhere. And yeah, no Way Up felt a bit like that. And I was really, do you know what? I was lured into a false sense of security with the beginning of the movie, because it had Chief O'Brien. It had Chief O'Brien at the beginning of the movie, and I was like, okay, Chief. And then as the movie went on, I was kind of like looking at it, going, got a horrible feeling he's not going to see the end of the movie. Like, as soon as I saw him, I was like, there was part of me going, I really want him to be like a really main character. And then there was part of me going, is this going to be a bit like Executive Decision? Where, I don't know if anyone remembers Executive Decision, but Executive Decision was an action movie from the 90s. And Steven Seagal was like front and center on like at the outset, like at the advertising of the movie. Steven Seagal was very prominent on the posters. And you're like, yeah. And then when the movie started, he was like, yeah, I'm leading this really elite team, and we're going to board this jumbo jet, and we're going to take it back, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah. And Steven Seagal was leading it all. He's like, I'm the main character. To be fair, for Steven Seagal, he probably thought he was the main character. They probably didn't tell him. He probably still believes that he was the main character through the whole movie. But yeah, like it was when Steven Seagal was popular. And so him on the front of the cover of that movie was a really good way of selling the movie. And then they killed him. I think it was about 20 minutes in. They killed him in like the stupidest way about 20 minutes into the movie. And like, just as I was watching Chief O'Brien, doing a completely stand-up job of acting, I just got this sense of dread. I got this sense of dread that he wasn't going to make it through the movie. And then there was a lady who there was a lady in it who I recognised, but I can't think what I recognised her from. I think I've just remembered what I recognised her from now. She's a British actress, and she was in. What was her name? What was her name? She must be here. She must have a photo as well. Like, she's not. I'm just bad with names. This is not that she's not famous. I'm bad with names. Penelope Wilton. Penelope Wilton. So she was in Shaun of the Dead. She has done a lot of movies. But it might not be an immediately like recognizable name. But like if you saw her, you'd know who she was. And she was in this movie. So she was in No Way Up. So you had like two people on the cast list who you were like, they're not like people you've never heard of. But yeah, No Way Up. And also, it's never a great sign. Also, morning Yana. It's never a great sign when Amazon has got, now this might sound weird, but when Amazon has got really middling review, like middling star rating, when something's really low star rating, that could just be because people are trolling and reviewing it badly. And when something's got maximum star rating that you've never heard of, that's a bit sus as well. But middle star rating on Amazon generally means it's not good. It usually means it's not good. But anyway, yeah. So No Way Up is all about a plane, and this is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. In fact, the movie poster is gonna. But anyway, they all get on a plane. The plane goes down in the ocean, and it sinks. I don't know exactly how deep it sinks, but it sinks under the water. Somehow the plane maintains pressure and electrics, even though there's giant holes in the plane, which water is coming into. Still maintains pressure and electrics. And then a load of, I want to say they were bull sharks. I think they were bull sharks. Unless they were Makos, because Makos are popular now, aren't they? For shark movies. What's really weird though is I think on one of the movie posters I saw they had a great white. They had a great white on one of the movie posters, and it's like there's no great whites in this movie. But yeah, so anyway, so the plane goes down and they're underwater. That's something I wanted to check. I've just realized something I wanted to check. The plane crash was so similar to the plane crash, like the internal scene, so showing you like inside the plane as it crashed. Was so similar to Society of the Snow that I wonder whether either the same people worked on these two movies, or they watched Society of the Snow and went, "That looks really cool." I don't know. I don't know if which way around that was, but the plane crash bit had a lot of similarities. And yeah, it just wasn't a great movie. Wasn't a great movie. Just understand it, like, you know, the sharks turn up. Do you know? I think it's actually probably unfair to call it a shark movie. There are sharks, and the sharks eat people, and there's a lot of people who aren't very smart. Yeah, I think the sharks are a bit too much of like a. I don't know if they wanted it to be a shark movie. I don't know. It wasn't a great movie. I don't recommend you watch No Way Up. It just wasn't very good. And yeah, it just feels like someone needed to use some money up in something. And like they did all kinds of weird things, like that people hold their breath way too long. People hold their breath for a ridiculous amount of time. Like I'm not basing this on how long I can hold my breath. Like I have terrible lung capacity. If I ever end up underwater in an emergency situation, I'm dead because I have no lung capacity. It's awful. I've got terrible. But some of the people in this, people who have like just expressed no, like there are people on the plane, right? There are people on the plane who have a load of diving equipment, which is very useful, except all those people die. Those people are dead. So the people that are left apparently can, like the leading lady, she holds her breath for a really long time. Like she could have a world record, I think, in terms of how long she holds her breath for. And she's very casual about it as well. She doesn't really look like she's struggling with her breath until like the last 10 seconds when they needed to struggle with her breath. But yeah. And that one, she was Prime Minister in Doctor Who. Oh, was she? Do you know what? Actually, that would make sense that she was in Doctor Who. That would make a lot of sense that she's in Doctor Who. What was I doing with this? We were doing something, weren't we? So I need to represent someone. We need to do something a bit more interesting with this, though, don't we? Someone sleeping peacefully. And yeah, so don't watch No Way Up. Watch something else. Just save yourself some time. But when I say watch something else, don't go and watch Under Paris, because Under Paris was not good either. Remember, I watch these movies so you don't have to. I'm not sure what I'm going to watch this weekend. What other stuff? What other stuff is available on Amazon right now? Not that. Oh yeah, we talked about Bone Tomahawk. Great movie. I don't think I can bring myself to watch it again. It was very, very gruesome. Oh, do you know what? Cabin in the Woods. The Cabin in the Woods. I'm kind of tempted to watch that again. I am tempted to watch The Cabin in the Woods again. I watched that a long time ago, and I remember enjoying that. I don't really want to explain why I enjoyed it though, because I don't know. I don't want to like do any kind of like spoilers. Like if I want you to watch a movie, I don't want to do spoilers. Whereas like for instance with No Way Up, I do not recommend you watch that movie, so I've got no problem with spoilers. But Cabin in the Woods, I remember enjoying that, so I kind of feel like I don't want to spoil it. Even though it's not a new movie, like it's been out for a while. Which version of Death Wish is that? 2018. They remade Death Wish. Ooh. Hello. Okay, I tell you, I'm going to put that on my watch list so I remember it's there. And in fact, I'll do the same with Cabin in the Woods. I think I can do the same with that. So this is basically, I'm trying to work out what I'm probably going to watch tomorrow night. I don't know what you are. What are you? What's Space Cadet? I'll tell you what, we'll check that out for later. Oh, they've got Inglourious Bastards. Inglourious Bastards is on Amazon Prime. Oh, do you know, I've never seen that, and I do want to see that. Children of Men. Children of Men is come onto Amazon Prime. And I've never seen it, so I'm going to chuck that there. We'll chuck that on there too. That's not the real Battle of Los Angeles. Oh, wait, because the real one's not called is called Battle for LA, isn't it? That's why. That's why. Oh, they've got Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down is on Amazon Prime. Oh. I'm sure there was something else. I'm sure there was something else I was meant to be that I'd seen. I'm waiting on I'm waiting on the Meg 2. I'm not like super into shark movies, but I realise I've talked about 3 shark movies this morning. I'm not super into them, but sometimes they are kind of enjoyable. From the point of view of they are entertaining, not because I think sharks are super evil. I remember one of my friends that I went to college with, she used to get really upset with the idea. She loved sharks. She absolutely adored sharks, and so she used to hate things like Jaws. because it put sharks in a bad light. So, just to clarify, it's not that I think that sharks are big evil things. People seem to make good movies with them. So I do want to watch the Meg 2, even though I'm expecting the Meg 2 to be trash. Like, I'm not expecting it to be a good movie. I'm not even a big fan of Jason Statham. Like, he kind of annoys me. But the first Meg was kind of just good, entertaining, turn your brain off fun. You got a dilemma. You know you have Borderlands 3, but you can't find out what launcher it was with. There are so friggin' many. You found it on Epic, but doubt it was there you played it. You can't remember what launcher the parent company has. It is in Epic. Oh no, 158 hours played! You have broken the cardinal rule a little bit. You've broken the cardinal rule. You do not play games on Epic. You only collect games on Epic. That is the law. That is the law of the internet. Celine Dion documentary is shocking. Wait, is the Celine... see, I don't always get on with documentaries. I have to really want to watch a documentary. But Celine Dion... Wait, Celine Dion is the what is... Who? Wait, is it Celine Dion that Ryan Reynolds is obsessed with? It is, isn't it? Celine Dion is who Ryan Reynolds is like thinks is one of the greatest people of all time. Because I know she went. I know of if I'm thinking of the right one. I know she went. I know she's obviously been through some troubles. A little bit. What you love, Statham? I loved Statham. I thought Statham was amazing when he kind of was in his realm of being a like Cockney gangster type person. Like in Lock, Stock, where he was being a bit amusing, being a bit of a boy, being a bit of a lad he was. And I really enjoyed him when he was like that. And I also enjoyed when he was in The Transporter. I thought he did really well when he was in The Transporter. But I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of him. I'm not a big fan of, like, I feel like he is, I don't know. I'm just not a massive fan of him. But I will watch every now and then I will watch some of his movies because the overall movie I can enjoy. And sorry, Celine Dion. She got an incurable illness, stiff person syndrome, which is why she looks so thin. Oh, right. Okay. He's also good in the... No, you see, this is part of the where he started going downhill. Like, he's not... Oh my god, what have I just... What? Windows? What are you having a freak out about? OBS? I mean, OBS is running. Windows has just turned around to me and said, do you want OBS to be able to access the internet? I feel like we're about half an hour too late, Windows. We're at least half an hour too late if there's something today that you've decided OBS shouldn't be able to access on the internet. If it's anything before today, then we're very late. How weird. But yeah, no, Statham in Expendables is a good example of Statham that I do not enjoy. Like Statham in the Fast and Furious movies. I'm not a big fan of modern Statham. I prefer old Statham, not modern Statham. A peaceful sleep with a nuke going outside. Well, I'm trying to show that like there's chaos going outside, and this person is still asleep. So this is probably more deep sleep. This is probably more deep sleep than peaceful sleep, but it'll do. It'll do. Yeah. And then there's just an asteroid. Now there's just an asteroid as well. Because why not? There you go. Right, anyway. Peace. Oh wait, hang on. Sorry, we needed a thing, didn't we, as well? Beg your pardon? Why are you drawing at the top of the screen? My cursor was nowhere near the top of the screen then. Oops. Oh, I did that too big, didn't I? I've done that. I did that a little bit big. In fact, we'll have to do it on 2 lines. Not glowing ball. And then just, there you go. There you go. Alright, save that. Peaceful sleep. Anyway, right. So I've put some bits in my possible to watch list. What else is? I could have sworn there was other stuff I wanted to watch that I just can't find right now, and I probably need to not. Oh wait, this is originals and exclusives. Who was talking to me? I don't know if someone was talking to me about it here. I don't know if someone was talking to me about it here or not. Those About to Die, which seems to have a massive, like a really well-known cast. But I'm sure someone told me it wasn't great. It's on Amazon Prime. It's a TV series. Like season 1 has just come out, and it's based in Rome. Someone talked to me about it, and I was like, they're going, oh, there's a computer game by the same name. Do you mean that? And they're like, no, this is a TV series. I think I need to put that. I need to put that on. I'll tell you what. I'll put that on my watch list so I remember. Oh, and then there's Elvis. Oh, I need to put Elvis on my watch list. Oh wait, here's Celine Dion. Right, Celine Dion. I'll put that on the watch list to remind me. I don't know who's. Wait, is this a real thing? Not that I'm on a different thing now. How weird. Wait, is this real? There's a TV series called Vanished. The Lucy Blackman mystery. Yeah, no, this is totally real, isn't it? Yeah. The thing that's throwing me off is it's kind of gone season 1. And you feel like something like that wouldn't, you know, how would they have multiple seasons? Anyway, right, right. Okay, so I'm having a look through the original exclusives. I've seen. Do you know what? I'm not going to bother watching this, but I've seen that there is a sequel to My Spy, and the first My Spy actually amused me, but the fact that they're doing like a sequel where I presume the little girl's gotten older, I just don't see that working. Oh, Iron Claw. I do kind of want to watch that. I'm also really tempted to watch Fallout again. I'm very tempted to watch that again. Okay. Okay. Well, we've done really well. We've done really well. I've got a load of things that I can watch this weekend. Max, good morning. Good morning, Max. Hang on. Wait. Hello. Hello. Hang on. Give me a second. Sorry guys, phone call. Apologies. Oh, what did you just load up? No. No. Right, just to make sure, I'm pretty sure I said hello to Max just before that call came in. Good morning, Sado. Good morning. Hello. Oh, actually, Sado, to catch you up, Sado, because you weren't here first thing, so I watched another shark movie, and I would like to confirm to you that you do not need to watch No Way Up. There's no reason to watch No Way Up. Don't bother. Don't waste your time. What else is? Oh man, I'm getting drawn in now. I need to stop looking. I need to stop looking at Amazon and what I'm going to watch tomorrow night, because I've tagged too many things for me to watch tomorrow night. Do you know what? I want to watch Vox Machina again. I want to watch Vox Machina again because I feel like we're not a million miles away from another season. I'd also really like to get through The Man in the High Castle. I never finished that. I'd like to watch that again. Though I'd probably have to start from the start to actually remember what's going on. Okay, now we're into a load of stuff that I have already seen. Tell you what, right, okay. Closing Amazon. Amazon is closed. Amazon's gone. There we are. There we are. Right, what are we doing today? 47 minutes into the stream. What artwork are we doing today? Because we're probably not doing this. This just loaded up because this went, oh, do you know you were working on this last time? Do you want to open it? What else did we have on here? What can we work on today? There was that. Or there was the oh, I did work a little bit on that last stream, didn't I? I did a tiny bit of work on this thing. And by a tiny bit of work, I mean I put some colours on that. I've already tried to add some colours to that. Oh, I have. Oh, do you know what's really interesting? I was just thinking about doing some colours to this thing, and they're not a million miles away from what I was thinking. Not exactly what I want it to be, but also kind of on the right path. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, I did those little bits there. Sado, a beefy snowman. A beefy snowman enjoying a lava cream during winter. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why? Okay. Right. Well, I suppose that's what we're doing then. Right, so it's too big a brush. Too big a brush. Okay. Okay. Beefy as if he's made out of beef, bloody hell. That would be a very strange looking snowman. Okay. Okay. I mean, a snowman... So, basic shape of snowman. And in terms of the lava cream, really weirdly, the lava cream kind of makes the most sense to me. Because I'd just do like an ice cream cart. Actually, no, I might change that. Let's go with that. Sorry, I just need to blow my nose, and no one needs to see that. No one needs to see me blow my nose. One sec. Am I going to do a beefy... I want to give him beefy arms, but their arms are made of twigs. Their arms are made of twigs. How am I supposed to do... He's going to have, like... He's going to have full-on tree trunks. then we need a... Okay. So then here... If his elbow's going to be about there, this log just needs to be around here. Then I don't. So then, if he's got the twigs, I don't even know how he's going to be holding the lava cone. Not left enough room. Can I grab? That's probably, do you know what, that's probably enough time on that one. There you go. There is beefy snowman. There we go. So you're back on seasonally appropriate stuff. Look, I am drawing what people are asking me to draw. This is how this works. Ignore the fact that we've just gone to a Halloween page. I've got to get ready for Halloween. Okay, so that one's saved down, and then there was another one, wasn't there? You guys are doing all the sketches today. Okay, so the next one was a book-eating cupboard. A book-eating cupboard. Hello. It's just really, really windy outside. There you go. A book eating cupboard. Ambro, good morning. Good morning, Ambro. Anyway, right. Let's hit save on that. Oh wait, right, okay, so when we last left this, I was... Oh, did I do that the same? Okay. Okay. Oh, on the basis I've done those that colour though, that means that can't really be the colour I would have normally done it. That's not going to work, is it? That's not going to work at all. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this afternoon's stream. I think I said I was going to try and do stream this afternoon. I'm not 100% sure if I am. I've got some other bits that I probably should be getting on with. I'll see where we're at when it gets kind of lunchtime-ish. When we get a bit close to lunchtime, I'll see how everything's looking. But yeah, I've got a few bits that I could probably do with doing today just to make my weekend a bit easier. So I might do those instead. But we'll still do this till, you know, like if I am doing that, I'll still stream till probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Scared the shit out of me then. I was in my own little zone. Fucking hell. That quack was way too loud. What do you know this music from? Why do you know this music? So this is from Pillars of Eternity. However, this particular track, maybe if you watched a bunch of early Critical Role, I know they were using this track a lot in the beginning. I don't know if they still use it now. So maybe you know it from them, but it's from the Pillars of Eternity soundtrack. And it is called Twin Elms. And I've just realised, looking at this playlist, everything is in twice. So we're listening to every song twice. I've never noticed that before. I might have to rectify that. On the subject of Critical Role, I am still plodding my way through. I'm up to, I want to say episode, I think up to about episode 78. Episode 78 of Campaign 2. Yeah, episode 78 of Campaign 2. One day I will finish this. And then I've got to start Campaign 3. Some stuff, when I've got to catch up, I try to catch up by putting things on like 1.5 times speed. Which I've tried to do with... I've tried a couple of times to do with Critical Role. To try and catch up, but certainly when people are like doing voices and stuff, like when it's something that's like trying to be acted, it doesn't really work very well trying to watch things at a slightly higher speed. Like I'll do it with like, say like certain like channels where I'm potentially like trying to catch up on some information that's been released. So like if I was watching a Warhammer 40k channel about what they've released, I'll possibly like watch that on 1.5 speed. But yeah, it don't really work too well for something like Critical Role. So I do just kind of watch it at normal speed. The only plus side, do you know what the plus side about being so far behind is though? Is like spoilers happen. Spoilers happen on like Twitter and stuff. For like whatever's happening in the current campaign. Unfortunately, by the time I get to the current campaign, it'll be so old I'll have forgotten the spoilers. So that's good. I think I told this before. Campaign 3 is released in abridged versions. They removed all the fluff tests not needed. Oh, so they've edited down, right? So they've edited down. I suppose that's good and bad. I think that's good and bad. Like, I can see why people would want it. I can definitely see why people would want that. But then that's also... you know, people have been watching this a lot longer than me, but I kind of like... Abridged versions can be useful, but I do feel like with an abridged... It depends on how they've edited it. It depends on how they've edited it down, but yeah. Like, sometimes abridged versions can just get confusing because you cut out... You cut out lines of dialogue which then someone might reference later on. And you'd be like, I don't ever remember them saying that. What are they talking about? So yeah, I suppose it depends how they... Yeah, I will leave it as it depends how they've edited it. But like, anime is a classic for that. Like, abridged anime, or at least the abridged anime that I've seen, has been really bad for just cutting stuff down to the point where it doesn't actually make sense unless you've seen the unabridged version. Oh, I didn't finish off this line, did I? I didn't finish off this. Right, well these... Wait, are these purple? They're more dark blue, aren't they? They're more dark blue. Purple's more around here. So I suppose I can still do these. They're just going to be similar. Similar. Mana, good morning. Thumbs, good morning. Oh, actually, are we in an advert break? Right, I'm going to use this advert break to run away. Where's the glove? Oh no, I've lost my glove. I've lost my glove. Oh, is it? It's alright, I found my glove now. Panic over. Anyway. Manny, you went out drinking after work yesterday. You got home at 6 a.m. You've had very little sleep, and you're still not sober. That's not surprising.
Come play with us forever and ever and ever.
Belly, thank you very much for the tier 1 subby. Thank you very kindly. Thank you very kindly. How is Squire? Squire's alright. Squire's alright. Plodding on. How is the bear? I don't like what I'm doing here. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of how I've done the shadow and highlight on this. Getting there. Good. Good to hear. I might have a think on that. Might have a think on that one. Right, this dude. This dude. We need... Probably start with something like that. Where is the outline for the tree? Are you the tree? You're the tree. You're the tree. For anyone who hasn't used their delightful membership yet, whether that be a Twitch subscription or a Kofi membership, whichever of those, if you have them and you've not used them yet, there is a game vote. There is a game vote over on Discord, which is currently neck and neck, and that's for the game that we're going to play tomorrow. Which I realise I've messed up the game vote. I've messed up the game vote because Cataclysmo and Norland, I think a few weeks ago, I said we're still going to be on that. We're going to be on that because we'd like vaguely played them and it was whether anyone else wanted to play them, and I completely forgot to put them on that game vote. They'll go on the next one. They'll go on the next game vote. But yeah, right now the vote is neck and neck between workers and resources, and diplomacy is not an... Okay, never mind. Someone. I don't know who it is. I don't know who just voted because I hadn't really been keeping track of who'd voted on what. Someone's just tipped the scales. Okay, so diplomacy is not an option. Is apparently what people want to see tomorrow. If you have any strong feelings either way. There is workers and resources, there is clan folk, there is diplomacy is not an option, and there is aliens dark descent as well, which obviously is a bit different to the other games there, but you know, figured out not bad to have some bits that are different. So yeah, it looks like it'll be diplomacy is not an option tomorrow. Enjoy your lurkings, Ambro. Enjoy. Thank you for dropping by. It's not within the lines. In fact, yeah, if I'm going to put Cataclysmo and Norland in the vote, I'll have to take some other things out, won't I? I don't really want to have more than 4 games on vote, because I feel like if I have 4 games on vote, the vote gets stretched a bit thin. Like, I feel like 3 or 4 games on the vote is a good number. Do you know what I need to work out? It's like obviously I've got a little bit of a Christmas story in terms of like seasonal story for the fantasy world. I've not really got anything for Halloween, and I love Halloween. I'm a much bigger fan of Halloween than I am of Christmas. I think I want to try and work out. I need to work out like something. I'm not decided yet. Which probably means there won't be anything ready this year. Maybe I could try and get the bare bones or something down for this year. I'm on 11. I think today, unless I get a big bout of inspiration, I will probably wrap up at 12. I'm feeling a bit meh today. Bit yeah. Like physically, not like headspace meh. I mean like physically blur. Very different things. Very different things. Headspace meh. Physical world blur. I blame the fruit. I blame the fruit I've been eating. Everyone tells you fruit's meant to make you feel great. Don't make me feel great. I need more bad food in my life. Yeah, I should never have filled these in. I'm gonna do some kind of like, you can do some kind of like glow behind the eyes and the mouth. The only thing, the only thing that makes me doubt this bit though is the eyes and the mouth are quite large. So I don't necessarily want it to distract from the rest of the image. Yeah. So I'll have another. The only thing is I don't necessarily, not necessarily decide on what kind of a glow I'm going to have behind there. At some point, I need to work out what colour magic is. I need to decide what colour magic is, and I need to decide what colour other energies are, because we're going to have things like Eldritch. We're going to have Eldritch things and probably have some kind of like Eldritch power as well, which means, and I think that would be a different colour to mana. So I need to have a think about that. Like initially I kind of want to say that mana is going to be blue. Maybe Eldritch could be purple. I go with that. I also wanted to have a think about whether I've got any other energies in the world. The thing, so like the thing when it comes to like the Eldritch stuff, the Eldritch is not going to be native to our dimension. It's going to, like I said before, when it comes to like the portals open into all different kinds of places, and so Eldritch is going to be from portals. Whenever that kind of stuff's encountered, it's going to be from portals, and yeah, so it's going to be a bit of, essentially what I kind of want to have it as like if I ever want to do something that potentially doesn't fit in with the rules of the world, I can. That's like, I don't want to do it too much, otherwise it kind of destroys the rules of my world. But there is going to be a thing with portals that they don't like. What comes out of them doesn't necessarily have to conform to our world, because portals are going to be like connecting to other dimensions, and so the dimensions can work in different ways. And so, like, one of those examples is going to be Eldritch. So yeah, so for instance, with this tree, even though this tree is meant for Halloween, so actually maybe this one doesn't really matter. Maybe I can just go with. I was potentially just thinking of maybe having it themed in the same way, so it still complies with the world. But yeah, so I was thinking about mana being blue, which I think is pretty standard, really. I think mana being blue is pretty standard. And then Eldritch being purple. And then this tree being, I suppose it should really be blue. The pumpkin will have like yellows and oranges and reds inside, but that's because that's kind of representing the candle that's inside it. Whereas this is obviously not being lit by a candle. This is being lit by some kind of other power. I don't know why the music's got sinister for this. This was not planned. This was not planned, but the music's kind of going, dude. Oh, that just reminded me. One of the things from the movie last night. I'm pretty sure they used the Jaws music at some point, which I appreciate there were sharks. I understand there were sharks, but it kind of lost a bit of the... I was like, I feel like if you're going to use such recognizable music, that feels more like something you'd do in like a parody, not something that was... I mean, I presume the movie was trying to be serious. I think it was. I think the movie was trying to be serious. But yeah, at some point they kind of just started doing the do. Oh, a little bit. Sorry, I didn't see you say goodbye. If you are still here, thank you for dropping by. Enjoy the horses. Have you misinterpreted that the entire movie and it was supposed to... Do you know what? I might need to go and check it now. Now that I've said that, maybe I need to go and check if the movie is actually meant to be a parody. It can't be. It can't be. That it's not possible. It's not. It can't be meant to be a parody. It was too serious. But it did have the Jaws music. It did have the do do. I'm sure it wasn't meant to be a parody. Do you know, I never finished the lineup of this thing. I've just realised now there's loads of bark. There's loads of bark that hasn't got, not done any kind of like wood texture on. It's no good, is it? That's no good. Yeah. Can you hit save on that? I've not hit save in a while. I should have just done, yeah. It's on the same layer. It's on the same layer. Do these very well at all. How did I miss all of this? Okay. It's no good. No good. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Um, oh no, it's paused, that's why. Hit save on that. We've made a bit of progress on that. Chip away at everything over time. We did that, we did that, we did that. Right, do I have a save of this? I'm sure I do. But Critter keeps telling me I don't have a save of this. You know I do. You are saved. You can go away. Do 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 do. Hmm. What dis are we getting high to? I don't really know yet. I'm kind of, as I say, I'm feeling a bit blur today, so I'm kind of just I'm seeking inspiration from any direction. And so I figured I'd just do a bit of a sketch of something. Like, I think I've talked about it before. Originally, when I started doing art streams, I had a plan. I had a plan when I originally started doing art streams. And it came from a lot of like the art streams that I watched, really. Because I was trying to work out what I wanted to do on stream. And I kind of always wanted to draw, like when I was younger, I used to draw a lot of mecha. Or more specifically mechs, really, rather than mecha, because when I say mecha, I kind of class that very much more as kind of like the anime style of mechs. So no, probably more. I'd probably say I used to draw a lot of mechs rather than mecha. And when I started streaming, I was thinking about drawing mechs, but I didn't see a lot of people streaming that kind of stuff. Essentially, what I used to see people streaming a lot of was drawing women. Like, it's a very popular thing on Twitch, is drawing ladies. And I'd always considered, like, one thing I'd always kind of like wanted to do was I used to love like old school bomber art. And at one point I wanted to try and kind of like combine old school bomber art with mechs. And I'd always fancied doing that. And then when I started the streaming, I was like, well, I probably need to work out how to draw people, because I wasn't very good at drawing people. I'm still not great at drawing people, but I probably needed to figure that out. So when I first started streaming, there was a lot of working on how to draw ladies, and particularly in pin-up poses, with the idea of eventually progressing on to doing like old World War II bomber style art, but on the side of mechs. So trying to do like a basically futuristic bomber art, really, was one of my original plans. But when I started streaming, the kind of crowd that we had here wasn't really too interested in the pin-up style of artwork, so I kind of moved away from it. And then just in my brain then I was like, do you know what? If I was going to lay that out, how would I lay it out? So I figured I'd just do a little sketch. I don't think I'll like necessarily finish it, but I just kind of figured it's some kind of artwork happening on the stream, isn't it? Because I've not been very talkative today. I'm aware I've not been very talkative, but as I say, I've just like been feeling a bit blur, like physically blur, feeling a bit sickly today. So I'm aware I've not been talking too much. So I figured, while I would normally focus on possibly trying to get some lore written down, if I'm not talking, that's not really going to work, is it? So that would probably have to be a lot smaller, wouldn't it? It's also why I'm pretty certain I'm gonna like wrap up stream at 12 today. I'm just I'm not with it this morning. And when I was just doing that little sketch then, I was there thinking it doesn't really necessarily make a lot of sense for it to be sat on like an old school bomb, does it? Because it's meant to be futuristic, so it probably makes more sense for them to be on some kind of a weapon. Global, I'd love to see some mecha. You're a fan of BattleTech? I mean, I might do some. I might try and. Funnily enough, I was kind of talking about something not dissimilar a couple of days ago. There's been a lot of. We're not going to get deep into who's who, but there's been a lot of people I've noticed in the streaming space who seem to have been struggling, for various reasons over the last month. And I was talking to one of my mates about it, and they were like, "And how are you struggling with the streaming?" And I was like, "I'm not really struggling with streaming. I'm like, streaming's the bit that seems to be going good at the moment. Like, it's the other bits away from streaming." But I was saying, kind of like, I think one of the reasons why some people are struggling with streaming, and this is not for everyone. This is just from some of the people, and also from some of the people on YouTube as well. Like, I've been seeing some people on YouTube, like some big creators as well, like saying like they're completely giving up streaming and stuff. And I think some of it's because they kind of do one thing, whereas I think for me with streaming, it kind of works out because I do a variety of things. Like, I've got the gaming, but I don't think I could cope with being a solely gaming streamer. I think it would kill my love of gaming too much. And then when it comes to like artwork, while it's really, and don't get me wrong, this is not a big like complaint about doing the fantasy world and the gnomes by any means. But one of the things that I was also kind of like is like I definitely have to have variety in the artwork. So we might do some mechs. We might do some more kind of like sci-fi, because like I love doing spaceships as well. Like, I used to do a lot of spaceship stuff. Not like this, though. I used to do a lot of spaceship stuff that was like... I used to do a lot of pixel art. I used to do a lot of pixel art with like, spaceships and whatnot. But I think one of the things that kind of, like, works for me with streaming is because I do a variety of stuff. Like, if I'm really not feeling something, I know I can, like, switch to something else. And it won't be, like, too jarring for the audience. Like, if I'd done gaming this morning, like, it wouldn't have been completely unexpected to do gaming for this morning. You wouldn't have kind of been like, "Oh, we normally do artwork in the morning," and I'd have been like, "Yeah, we're going to do gaming instead." And most people I think would have kind of gone, "Fair enough." So yeah, I mean, in terms of like the fantasy stuff, just kind of became like the main focus of the channel. Even though fantasy is not my wheelhouse really, I've kind of just had to kind of like learn. I've kind of had to learn how to draw fantasy on stream, just because that's what was more popular. Not really because that was the thing that I would normally draw. As I said, I don't begrudge it. I've found that I've got quite a I've quite enjoyed doing the fantasy stuff. But that was interesting in itself, kind of moving out of almost like my comfort zone of what I was comfortable with. So it was kind of good from that point of view. But yeah, this morning I just felt like doing something a bit more techie, and we might do more of it. Just kind of like I was saying it before, like I'm kind of like doing anything that kind of gives me a bit of inspiration right now. But yeah, I used to do a lot of. I used to draw in the back of people's school books back in school. So many people have Bearded Squire originals in the back of their school books, presuming they still have their school books. I don't think many of the Bearded Squire originals probably still exist. Like, on the subject of BattleTech, and I'm going to annoy you right now. I realise I'm going to annoy you, but I'm going to do it anyway. I used to love drawing the Mad Cat, which I'm well aware was actually the Timberwolf. But I'm still going to call it the Mad Cat because when I played Met Commander, it was a Mad Cat. I know the licensing just wasn't there when they made Met Commander, but yeah. I used to love drawing that in the back of people's school books, you know, rather than doing actual schoolwork. Anyway. Thumbs, you just started watching the live action version of Cowboy Bebop. You've only seen the first episode, so I'm suspending judgment. I tell you what, you know, I am not going to comment on Cowboy Bebop. Let me know when you've watched it. Let me know when you've watched it, and then I will. I think I've talked about Cowboy Bebop in the past, but tell me when you watched it, and then I'll talk about how I feel about Cowboy Bebop. Because I would not want to change your views in either direction. The only time I'm going to do that is when I watch not very good shark movies. When I watch not very good shark movies, that's when I'll jump in. So yeah, this is too big, isn't it? I've done this way too big. It's going to have to be way smaller if it's going to fit on the side of here. Anyway. Mana, laying on your Mac, which got you thinking. You think your IRL D&D class is a level 4 barbarian or a level 8 bard, or a barbarian? Is it worth? How I don't like it. Do you know what? Maybe if I ever played D&D, it would probably be easier for me to work out. But how have you decided? How have you decided on the levels? Is there a maximum level in D&D? Like, is there a level where you kind of like you can't gain any more, or can you literally just become like god level? I don't mean god level like they do in Critical Role, because obviously they just. I remember in campaign 1 they were kind of god level, weren't they? But because they found really powerful stuff, didn't they? But I mean, like, from actual just like leveling wise, can you actually get to a point where you are effectively a god? Uh, 20. Oh, so there is. Okay, so 20 is like a max. Okay. And in Baldur's Gate 3, it's 12. Right. They're nowhere near God level. What do you mean the people are what? So there was a thing. There was a thing that happened, and I think if I remember correctly, Matt Mercer like took note of a comment that was made and kind of basically just put them back in their place like a few episodes later. But there was a point where they were just like winning fights really easily. I think it was when they were first getting the what were they called? Was it Vestiges? Basically, when they were getting their super overpowered gear. They were getting their super overpowered gear because they were eventually going to have to go and fight a god or something. And like, I can't remember who made the comment, but one of them made the comment that they were basically just like undefeatable gods now because of the equipment they got. And just like you saw like Matt's face just kind of go, "Oh right, that's how you feel." Very well. And like a couple of episodes later, they just got absolutely like trounced. So I appreciate they weren't actual gods, but it was more that they felt like they were gods. It was Keeler. Was it Marisha? Was it Marisha who did it? I couldn't remember if it was Marisha or Laura. I remember it was one of them. I just couldn't remember which one. And I know I am hyper aware that some people can get very defensive of Critical Role, so I would hate to get it wrong. And just someone just get really angry going, "You said the wrong person." Because we have in the past had someone who was clearly a very big Critical Role fan because I talked about something about Critical Role. I wasn't even saying anything, I literally was just like talking about Critical Role because I just started watching it, and there was a person who got very angry at my comments and basically said I wasn't allowed to talk. They told me I wasn't allowed to talk about Critical Role because I'd come to it too late, so I was not allowed to talk about it. I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What time are we on? Oh, it's 12. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up in a minute. What's that? Who's connected to... Do you know, actually, no, that's stupid. That's stupid. Something else there at some other point. Right. I'll tell you what, I will save this. I'll save this. I don't know what I'm doing with this. This literally was just me kind of in brain switch off mode. I'm just going to start sketching. There wasn't really a major intent with it, so we'll get rid of that. I didn't really get any of this done, so good job. Good job on me. I didn't get any of these bits done. Fantastic. Right. Tomorrow is gaming. Tomorrow is gaming all day. Joy. Tomorrow's gaming all day. Right now, it looks like it's going to be diplomacy is not an option, unless something happens this evening and someone just comes out with 1 million votes. Yeah. That's that. I think that's everything. I might be on Rook's stream tonight. He wasn't well yesterday, so he wasn't able to stream yesterday. If he's feeling better, probably going to be playing 7 Days to Die tonight. We shall see. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, not been really with it today. So yeah. So tomorrow full day gaming, and then we'll talk about next week on Friday. Every time you eat burgers, you eat two, so a vegan won't have to. Do you know what? In terms of eating things, more than one of things, one of a lady I used to know had a brilliant thing, and it was always applied to pies, and I can never argue with it. And I think I've applied it to most things now. So like pies, burgers. I've resisted applying it to pizzas because that would seem too far. And also pizzas in slices. But she always used to say that whenever she had pies, she had to have 2 pies. And the reason why she had to have 2 pies was because she didn't want the thought of like one of them getting lonely. One of them getting lonely in a belly, so she always had to eat 2 so that it had a friend. I apply the same theory to burgers. I don't think it really applies to pizzas because pizza's in slices, so there'd be, there's a party when you have a pizza because there's multiple slices there. Thumbs, you ate 3 chicken legs yesterday. You don't think they were all from the same bird? You hope they weren't from the same bird. Yeah. That might be a little bit concerning if they were. Pizzas only come in 1 slice. They're just cut into smaller pieces. Do you know, if we start thinking about this too much, I'm going to convince myself that I need to start eating 2 pizzas at a time. let's not do that. That would be that. It would not be that difficult to convince me to do it either. So let's not go down that route. Anyway, right. So if you've been here, thank you very much. If you're talking chat, thank you even more. Thanks for the subby before, all that stuff. I've told you where I'll be, so whatever you choose to do with the rest of your day, I hope that you have a fantastic time. And until I next see you, until then, goodbye.